And if you're black, you're just a American. You're not special. Yo, I'm Scotty Mills in New York, gonna make prick, and this is Scotty Mills Unfiltered. Here I rant because everything pisses me off, okay? Something is gonna piss me off in day-to-day life. And today, it's not music, okay? Even though I'm talking about Struggle Jennings. And am I really pissed off? Kinda, yeah, I really am. But not at anybody in particular. This isn't clickbait about Struggle Jennings. This is about America. But first, if you like this, like it. If you don't like it. Comment if you love it. Comment if you hate it. Share it even if you think I'm an ignorant, arrogant prick. And follow me because this is what I do. I rant, I get mad, and honestly, I just see what the happens. But what happened to people being unfiltered? Like, filter, man. Honestly, man, I just love opinion, okay? Whether I agree with it or not, I like when people actually voice their opinion. And it's kind of hard to come by sometimes, especially, like, you know, because of all the PC culture and shit. Dude, even in school, man, it's like you had to watch your mouth in college, bro. And don't get me started about the Navy. But can anybody explain to me, seriously, like, how the came across Jelly Roll years ago? And, you know, I thought he was not bad. You know, he's pretty good. It's not somebody I listen to all the time, though I should because he really is talented. But I came across him and not Struggle Jennings. Like, makes no sense. I've been listening to him for like 2 years, though. You know, Struggle Jennings. You know, I heard that song, God We Need You Now, and I had that shit on repeat. Because honestly, man, the world is falling apart. America is falling apart. Okay, throughout every history, every great civilization falls. But in America, we fall because it's division. Okay, politics, left, right, fucking movies, opinion. And I really don't understand how we're so divided. Okay, left and right. Honestly, man, it's all mainstream media just pushing that shit onto people. Although I really do hate liberals. But I heard that song fucking Climate Mountains, okay, with Struggle and Adam Calhoun, and Struggle said, I said, God, we need you now. How is that political? Like, that shit ain't political, man. Like, honestly, man, he just dead-ass speaks truth, okay? He doesn't really rap to me, okay? Well, I guess he does. He does rap, okay, because rap is poetry. His shit is legit poetry. Like, God, we need you now, okay? It was about society falling and praying that we can fix this shit and get the help we need. It was not political at all. But, you know, that's at least what I took from it. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But you gotta wake the up and realize the government, the media, social media, corporations, they want us divided left and right. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You look at news, okay, it's either left or right. There is no other opinion. And honestly, the two-party system here in America is bullshit. It really Now, yes, I lean towards the right myself because, you know, I have certain beliefs and shit, you know, mainly due to, like, state power, things like that, you know, America first. But it's all a sham, even on the right, man. If you can't admit that, honestly, you're ignorant as shit. I mean, look, I don't like to vote, okay? I really don't because I think it's all rigged. Okay, left and right. I guess my point is, man, like, you have to, in this country, in order to survive, pick one or the other, and one is just less dumb than the other. That's just the truth. Especially liberals, man. I really can't stand them. And don't sit here and, you know, start shaking your head, call me a idiot. I hate liberals because they use communities like black and Hispanic and Asian, all that other shit as a publicity stunt. But, you know, pretending to be on the side of one instead of uniting America is ridiculous. They got their agenda, and so does the right, but at least the right doesn't have foreign old pieces of shit like George Soros in their pocket. And if you think that's a lie, honestly, do some research. So many people, even LA, okay, are part of programs funded by George Soros. You know, talking about open society and things like that. We have an open society for the country. We really do. But when you start, like, using different organizations and shit, okay, and try to give somebody special benefits, I mean, come on, man. That is, like, literally segregation, modern day segregation. It is happening, okay, especially with, like, BLM and shit. But, you know, there was even a chick in the DA's office in LA, okay, who was a part of this foundation for, I don't know, some scholarship or whatever, and she's got, like, hardcore leftist beliefs. Honestly, man, it's really dividing us. And if you can't wake the up and see that, you're an idiot. You know, BLM, man, they really did divide a lot of money. They still do to this day. They also ripped off the black community, saying they were going to help, but they didn't, whatever. You know, Candace Owens, she did some documentary about that, but she's, you know, whatever. But how the do we let a foreign old socialist influence us? I just don't understand. The fact, though, we have somebody somewhere that said Struggle's song was political. Like, dude, the man is a patriot who wants kids safe, pedophiles dead or in jail, and America great. Okay, that's the bottom line. Now, I'm not saying he's apolitical, okay, but this dude, he's not preaching politics. He's preaching society. He's preaching that we need to come together as a country, look at all the wrong shit and all the bad shit that's trying to hurt us, and devour that shit and put it in the goddamn ground. He's spitting poetry, man. That's what he does. But it's division, okay? And you know, both sides play the game. Like when Topher did a song about Tom McDonald asking where he stands, you know, left or right, Democrat, Republican. He feels betrayed because Tom hasn't actually come out and said that he's conservative. The two-party system, like I said, it's a sham. Music should not be divisive, okay? It really should not. Topher was wrong. He is literally a perfect example of the point that I am making. But the division is real, man. It really is. Look at the left putting themselves behind BLM, like I said. It's a scam. But as Americans, man, we have to stand up and we gotta look at our country with a flag first. Okay, what is best for America? Is it really legalizing weed and pardoning people? Nah, man, that shit is literally a publicity stunt. Kamala Harris was part of the reason why people were going to jail, and Biden was definitely part of the reason why people went to jail. And we're not talking about smoking a joint and shit. Like, honestly, man, somebody smokes a joint, no, they shouldn't be jail. But when you're pushing like a lot of weight, then obviously, man, if you broke the law, you broke the law. I mean, that's the bottom line is if we have a law in place and you break it, that's how it is, man. You go to jail. I guess the best thing to do is just not break the law. But that's I can't really say that's easy to do, honestly, man, because you know what? We are people. People are people, man. Like I don't really believe that somebody should be penalized, okay, for the rest of their life for doing something that's not like too bad, like smoking a joint or whatever. But if you're pushing meth and shit into kids, then you should probably go die. But we're not talking about that. That's literally actually nowhere to be found in this conversation. But weed though, man, it really should be legal, okay? But the pardon is literally just a tactic for the left to get votes, and this is like really like stereotypical smokers, which would be like what, the black community, because they want the black community vote so that way they can stay in power and honestly just control you for the rest of your existence. But they want the black community to feel special, okay, and loved by liberals, okay? And in reality, man, if you're black, you're just a American. You're not special. I'm not sorry for that. And to the left, you're a pawn. Hate me if you want. You could kiss my ass. But that's what they do, man, okay? And the right, same shit, okay? They use guns and religion, okay? And like all political ads right now, man, with all these elections going on, even though like abortion deadass isn't about religion per se, it's all really about common sense. We are meant to breed. We are humans, okay? Medical abortion should take place, okay? Especially if like something wrong or if there's a rape involved, like J.D. Vance, he's being targeted right now just because, like Trump supported him or whatever. And literally he supports like rape abortions. He said that he does, but the media is trying to make it out like he doesn't. I mean, come on, man. This is what they do best. They divide us by lying and twisting words. Now, both of them do the same shit. Look at, Texas too. Greg Abbott, he's like, oh yeah, we're erasing, income tax in Texas. Honestly, man, when did Texas pay income tax? State tax? It's not here. Okay, it's not new. It's ridiculous. But I mean, if you do get pregnant, you got to face the consequence of your actions if you have consensual sex. Now, you could go watch Roe vs. Wade mansplaining on my channel if you want to get triggered, because honestly, maybe my opinion is unpopular. Maybe it is popular. I have no idea. But the average American, man, we're not idiots, okay? I mean, shit. I got people in my family who hang on every word of the left. I swear, man, ignorance, man. I swear, straight up ignorance. But I also have people in my family who are hardcore conservative, like way more than me. But the only ones who get mad and won't talk normally is the liberal. I mean, all right, you know what? I don't think I'm helping my case right now. See, I'm doing the same thing. I'm pushing my belief instead of like trying to find a good in somebody else's. That is what America, okay, has pushed onto people. I mean, even when you think you're trying to not be divisive, you end up being a little bit divisive. Divisive. That is the right word, right? Division? Yeah, I think so. But that's what the government wants, man. Okay, the left wants to make sure they isolate the sheep. Okay, put you in a fucking bubble, tell you don't talk fucking right. The right is wrong. They're evil, manipulative. I mean, for sake, they act like black conservatives are a house slave. They really do, though, man. Like, it's despicable. It is really despicable. Now, let's circle back to Struggle, okay? I heard, a while back a rumor about Yellow Wolf not wanting to work on an album with him because Adam Calhoun was a part of it or some shit. And you already know, man, if you're a celebrity and you don't follow the liberal social trends, you get ousted. I mean, that's just the bottom line. But if it is true, that's just pure ignorance. I mean, Yellow Wolf is talented. Adam, he's good. He's all right. But I hope this isn't true because it'll just prove the point that the media literally consumes you and controls you. And, well, it's a fact at this point. It really is. But I have no respect for people who won't even have a conversation, okay? I've had friends who are leftists and shit, and we always end up having a conversation, and at the end of the conversation, we agree on one thing at least, okay, and move on with the rest of our days. I mean, that's just how it should be. But, they don't want that, okay? That's why they target somebody like Struggle, saying his shit is political, when it's not. Believing in God, praying to God that society will fix herself or that God can come help, cries of a crusader, man. It's not political, okay? That's your belief, and honestly, man, you just want the best for society, okay? You don't have to believe in God, but don't target somebody and say that they're being political because they say God. Why does it have to be like this? Like division and shit, though, when it comes into music and movies, because that's how they control the fucking masses. I mean, they do, man. They really think we're stupid, and that's why they pull all this shit, okay? It's like society, we are self-segregating, okay? Due to the government, how they act and how they speak. Think about how many black people are now on social media and that they deserve special treatment, or they feel like they do, because white people have white privilege. I mean, that's because you got like the Squad and BLM preaching for that shit. And you know what? They really want people of color to feel special. They really do, especially right now, because they want vote. They want you in your own category instead of being in the category of being an American. Okay, now I'm not saying because you're from a Hispanic or Black or Asian community you can't have culture. No, I mean that's the beauty of the melting pot of America, sharing and embracing cultures, especially food. God damn, that makes me hungry. But they don't want that. Okay, Joe Biden relating Hispanics to breakfast tacos. Come on, bro. It's like pure racism in ignorance, man. Like, they want you isolated because they want you to hate people based on their political affiliation, okay? It has nothing to do with skin anymore. It's about political affiliation. Okay, that's why they call Hispanic Republicans not real Latinos and black conservatives house slaves. It's literally social conditioning and it's disgusting. But you know what? You gotta pull this shit in music. Like with my dude Struggle, you're a fucking piece of shit. Bro, it's a struggle in America, okay? It's Night-America right now. I'm sick of this division. I'm just sick of all this shit, okay, that's hurting who we are. We have a rich history, good and bad, okay, like anywhere else. Tom MacDonald says it best in one of his songs, America, I believe it was. Every flag is covered in a little blood, and we ain't proud of it, but we embrace it so that way we don't repeat it, okay? But the left, they want us to forget that. That way we revert back to segregation for society control, like and having statues of people like Thomas Jefferson or whoever had slaves or maybe supported slavery, is it racist? Like, I mean, we aren't celebrating their faults. We are remembering all they did good and bad. Many people have shaped this country, many bad, many good. Renaming mountains and shit and taking down a statue, it's just going to make people forget. And I put it like this. If you see a statue in a park of like a guy, you know, you don't know who he is, but you know, will you research him? See, I would, because I want to know what the he did, right? You know, let's say he was a racist who did a bunch of bad shit. Wouldn't you want to know the history? Like, to the left, man, they don't want you to learn, okay? Research how far we've come since, like, racism, dude, and shit. Like, they don't want you to be smart, man. They want you to be dumb, okay? It's despicable. They don't want you to know the history of America and, like, where we're going and the path forward and learning from history. No, they just want you to sit down, shut your mouth, listen to what they say. They beat it into your brain, and then they just want guide you to wherever they want to be. They wanted to tell you what to believe. And you know what? It literally reminds me of like how the church used to be in like medieval times, bro. But you know, in this day and age, it's the government, right? It's disgusting. You know, left wants you to believe that like whites and shit, you know, like we're inherently racist, and the right wants you to believe that religion should be in politics, and the liberals are bad, you know, which they are. I just don't understand. Like, do they really think we're all idiots? Do they? I mean, who the said that Struggle Jennings song was political? I guess that was the big thing that set me off today, and I just see the division in this country. You know what? If you don't see it, you know what? Then maybe you just need to open your eyes just a little bit more. Did you hear that dog bark? I heard that dog bark. I wonder if you heard that dog bark. But you know what? That's all I got, man. It really is. I'm just sick of the divisiveness, okay? And Struggle Jennings, he shouldn't be talked to as if he's being political when he made a song about society falling, because he is, in fact, a poet. You know what? Next episode, I do want to break down Brandon Hart, okay? And I'm going to be asking the question, is his music real music?